1 year ago, I started my trip from a city on the Silk Road to a more mystery region, Tibet. My first stop is Lhasa. Lhasa is a city in China and the capital of Tibet province. It's not only a palace for travelers and adventurers, but also the sacred site to Tibetan Buddhists. Firstly, I want to introduce the landscape of this city, and then I will talk about how the landscape connected with the religion. This picture is the map of Lhasa. Lhasa's relative location is in the middle of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau. The altitude is 3,650 meters. Its precise location is ranged from 91.06 its longitude and 29.36 north latitude. The average elevation is over 4,000 meters. The total terrain of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau is titled from northwest to southeast, which is complex and diverse. The climate is generally sunny with a little rain in the whole year. It's very comfortable here. The population here is 576,000. And as for the political, Tibet implements regional ethnic autonomy. Most people know Buddhism, but what's Tibetan Buddhism? Tibetan Buddhism, also known as Lamism or Vajrayana, refers to the Buddhist branch that was introduced to China's Tibet. After the introduction of Indian Buddhism into Tibet in the 7th century, Indian Buddhism and Bembo Buddhism absorbed each other's content and integrated. While they are completely consistent in the origin of the faith, these two religions gradually developed into what we call the Tibetan Buddhism today. Their religion leader and political leader is Guru and Lama. Like its origin, Tibetan Buddhism has developed 5 branches in its long-term history. From the geographic classification, it's mainly spread in Himalaya cultural circles that have the same origin of religion, and it's mainly spread in one ethnic. This is a picture of local people who are praying. These 2 pictures are mainly showing the local people praying in front of the temple. All Tibetans believe it's Tibetan Buddhism. Lhasa is a sacred site for them since a long time ago. This ethnic first originated from an agriculture trip in the basin of the Yaluzembu River. According to a recent survey, the total population of Tibetans reached 6.28 million. Other Tibetan Buddhists are mainly located in the areas close to Tibetan Plateau, such as Yunnan Province and Sichuan Province. For foreign countries, they are mainly located in Mongolia and Nepal. So, how it come to be sacred? In the 11th century, Buddhism was introduced to Lhasa by 2 wives of the king of the Tibet. Their 2 princes come from different countries, who brought 2 statues of ceremony and a large number of Buddhist scriptures as gifts, and the king built 2 temples in Lhasa to keep their gifts. Since then, Buddhism has officially diffused throughout Tibet from its heart, Lhasa, where the royal family is located. Especially, it said that one of the statues was shaped according to true image of ceremony when he was alive. Tibetans believe that saying it is the same as saying the Buddha 25,000 years ago, because Lhasa is the heart of the religion and the place where the sacred statues kept. Tibetans consider this city as their sacred site. So, how does the geographic type of the religion account for the development of sacred site? I will explain in 2 aspects. For physical geography, because people living in Tibet's plateau face a harsh nature environment, they naturally need to seek reasons from beliefs and religions. This helps religions stable develop in here and decides the foundation of a sacred site. And the occlusive environment here makes political and religion integrated quickly, with the royalties advocated and monetary supported. The sacred site developed in size with more temples and buildings built for religion. For human geography, Buddhism in India and Nepal have a profound influence on Tibetan Buddhism and on culture and society of Tibet, especially of Nepal. It is also located in Himalaya area. Other countries, such as Bhutan, Siams, are also traditionally part of the Tibetan Buddhism culture with the same origin of religion. One of the priests who introduced Buddhism to Tibet was from Nepal. So, what impact does this site have upon the nearby physical and cultural landscapes and vice versa? For cultural landscapes, religion has had a huge impact on the construction of Tibetan cities, making the temple of the most important types of Tibetan architecture. First of all, the Tibetan is the most important building in Lhasa. Second, the temple covers a large area. Third, the design of the building is deeply influenced by the teachings of Buddhism and is dominated by the layout specified in the Buddhist scriptures, represents the cosmology of Buddhism. For physical landscape, the location of the building is the result of the influence of the nature. There are many trees and hills in Tibet, and the plants are relatively small. In order to avoid to limit the cultivated land in the plains, the Tibetan people choose to build most of the building near the mountain, which include temples. So, how does the site itself represent the belief of the people group? Firstly, it can be represented by a jewelry called turquoise. The Tibetan people have turquoise because turquoise represents the crown of the Tibetan king, used as a tribute to the temple lama, and the influence of the doctrine of Tibetan Buddhism full of pain in life. They often regard turquoise as a sea and regard it as a symbol of divine power. You can see it in everywhere of Tibet as a decoration and a symbol of their beliefs. The other one is colorful prayer flags. Colorful prayer flags are a kind of thing that can be seen everywhere in Tibet too. The reason why it's called colorful prayer flag is because these flags are printed with scriptures. People who believe in Tibetan Buddhism say each time the scriptures are swaying ones, which means constantly convening people to Buddha. Tibetan Buddhism gives meaning of these 5 colors as 5 Buddhas and 5 wisdoms. However, in such a secret site, there's still conflict. Before the Chinese government administered Tibet, there are 2 solutions. One is to increase legal publicity and raise the legal awareness of people in Tibet. Second one is to make full use of favorable factors of Tibetan culture and Tibetan Buddhism to prevent social conflicts. When I was traveling in Tibet, I visited the Potala Palace and the Lokan Temple. The grounds and the luxury of these 2 palaces shows an obvious contrast to the poor life of most Tibetans outside. One local people told me that each generation of Tibetan will donate their legacy to the temple instead of leaving it to their children. Therefore, the palaces inhabited by temples and religious political leaders will be so rich. These 2 amazing buildings on the plateau let me see the power of the local people's faith, their religions. So, I chose this as my topic to know more about the role of religion play in Tibet. In this process of preparing for the presentation, I corrected my outline of more than 3 times. It helped me to know more the religion and landscape and collect information in a more logical way. I have a clear understanding of religion, culture, and landscape with no more of their causations, and I also could appreciate the building with more background information and their stories. These 4 pages are about credit slide is about my citation. Thanks for watching.